Hagee. Remember Pastor John Hagee, Lewis? We've covered him extensively. His son, Matthew Hagee, has this thing called the Hagee Hotline, and it's a weekly segment where people ask him different questions. We've covered a couple of them in the past. The latest one is related to talking about, are we close to the rapture? And of course, gay people are always involved in the rapture when it comes to the evangelical right. Let's take a look at that video clip and listen to what he had to say.
In the days of Noah, men were wicked in their heart, in their thoughts, in their deeds. Men were agnostic, not believing in God. Men were individuals who believed that they could be like God. We have all of those things happening in the world around us. As it was in the days of Lot. What was happening in the days of Lot? Men had given up the natural affections for women and were lying with other men as they lied with their wives. That's happening in the world today. Last week, the Supreme Court said that the Defense of Marriage Act was unconstitutional and that same-sex couples should have equal representation under the law. That's something that would have been applauded in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah.
All right, so no surprise that that Matthew Hagee, number one, thinks that the rapture is happening really soon, and number two, he thinks it has to do with gay people. He talked about the Supreme Court's DOMA decision. Why is the rapture always just about to occur, Lewis? We're always just on the cusp. We're just almost over the edge of the cliff before the rapture.
Yeah, the funny thing is, if you subscribe to regular religious beliefs about how old the earth and the universe is, you know, even if the what do you call it, the rapture is 100, 200, 1,000 years away, that's an incredibly large amount of time. But if you subscribe to the scientific belief about how old the universe is, how old the earth is, if the rapture were 1,000 years from now, that would just be a blink.
That's
so in
interesting,
reality,
yeah.
There, we would be right on the cusp of it. But I think it has to do with keeping people afraid, keeping people in the dark, keeping people paying their church dues, because you want to be closer to God if you think the rapture is about to happen.
Yeah, you know what I always, in my mind, when I hear someone say the rapture is coming, what goes through my mind is, the rapture is coming, hurry, send us your money and be mean to gay people right away so you can save yourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Fear is the number one ally of the church. It's why they're so big, and it's worked for them for a very long time. We'll see if it continues to work.
I actually wonder if the rapture really were coming, would we be better off as a society saving the bigots or saving gay people, right? I mean, if the gays were raptured, the bigots would just find another group to complain about. Maybe Hispanic people, maybe they would regress to complaining about interracial marriage, whatever the case may be. If the bigots were raptured, I don't know, certainly something to consider. Who would be raptured? Who would we be best off rapturing if the rapture is, as we often hear, right around the corner? Food for thought, Lewis, food for thought.